Oops. Welcome, everyone. Okay, we're going to begin with the light of infinite being that we share. Okay, thanks. Had to take care of something really quick at the last second. Okay, so we are joining today for the Chapter 20 Partner Program. And those that are in the program already or are curious about it, we're just going to share from direct experience our how Jesus coaches us to miracles. And so the first thing, I was talking to him about this, and I see that I'm talking to him more and more. And like, I really, his guidance is coming through more clearly. And so he was just showing me how this is the best use of my time. It's maximizing the teachings of the Course in Miracles, in that it's showing me all the desires I have, all the blocks to the awareness of love's presence that I have hidden in the subconscious mind. So he keeps bringing me back to that decision when I join with my brother in light. And we use the miracle worksheet as guidance for this, which we can get that link for you if you need to take a look at that. And we
Renee,
use that
could you move? Renee, move your mic up, honey. Move your mic up.
Okay, there we go. Is that better?
There we go. Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, for a second there was like a little echo or something. So, okay. We're just gonna take a moment.
It's causing feedback.
Is it feedback?
It's from Mary's mic.
Oh, from Mary's mic? Oh, Mary can turn off her mic.
You can mute. Oh, there we go. Is that better? Awesome. Okay. 2 thumbs up. Thank you. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, like I am just seeing how from direct experience, just like standing into each desire, letting Jesus help guide the miracle, using the worksheet, and just learning to be in a dialogue with him throughout the day is also kind of like what this program is all about. It's just to introduce us to the voice for wholeness that we have within, that A Course in Miracles is pointing to. And so direct experience. What I was looking at, and he gave us some questions that are helpful to consider for this session. Let's see, I can read those real quick. Those went out with the announcement in the main group. If you need to take a look at those, it says, come share your direct experience being coached by Jesus to miracles. What is your direct experience in your sessions being coached by Jesus? What is Jesus teaching you about miracles? And which desires have you looked at? And what has Jesus told you during the time with your partner? And so, yeah, I just welcome Nancy and Michael. Thank you for being here. And maybe you could share, since you all just started joining together with this, how's it going? Feel to share.
Jesus is It's telling me to share the good, the bad, and the ugly, as it says. And for me, the good is the miracle is always available. Once we get past the kerfuffle of just joining, and I noticed in my own personal experience that a story gets wrapped around preemptively before I even begin looking, and then as I begin to join, I hear from Jesus. I hear from through my partner Nancy, and also in my own being. And I've done multiple partners. I've looked at most, if not all, the desires. I don't remember if I looked at all of them with Maria or not, but I think I did. And I there's from being a beginner, again, I have to accept that. I have this script running in my mind that I've already done this, that I know what I'm doing, that I know essentially, and it has been one of the more daunting obstacles for me to allow to be overcome. And I basically had to put myself in a situation where I'm on a beach, the beach is on fire, and I have to go into the ocean to be safe. And there's no other way but that way. If I go back, I'm going to get burned alive. And if I don't figure out how to swim, I'm going to drown. So I had to put myself in a position of there is no way back because it's all the same. And I've only done one desire with Nancy, but it was very quick, very clean. There was no no agonizing looking as it could be at times. It was just a beautiful, let's look at this desire. Are we ready for a miracle on this sentence? Yes, move on. It was so fast. At first I was like, whoa, 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 this is too fast. I need to suffer more. I need to look more. And so that was very different for me this time. How quick and clear and concise it was. And almost like I almost couldn't believe how easy it was for the desire to be lifted. And that was my experience this week with the one time that I allowed myself to actually work with my partner. And being deeply mired in projections and delusions, I have to continue for myself. I just have to keep bowing and placing myself in a position of the learner, because and that is right now that's the most painful thing in the world. So but I'm forcing myself to do it because I have faith that if I do, this arrogance will be lifted. And that's what I have to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Michael, for your honesty and your willingness to look no matter what.
I add my 2 cents worth to that.
Yes,
Um,
please go for it, Nancy.
Pardon?
I said, yes, please go for it, Nancy.
Thank you. Yes.
Thanks. You're so
yes.
welcome, both of you.
Yes. Michael and I joined Thursday for the first time. And it went really, really well. We started with the desire that I was on because I haven't been all the way through chapter 20, and he has. So he was very gentlemanly and allowed us to start there. And it was a whole paragraph long, and it starts with you think God does not know. And when I saw that, I thought, oh boy, this is going to be a bear. We just took it one sentence at a time. We went for the miracle on each sentence. There are 5 sentences in that paragraph. And the highlight for me was when I think it was somewhere in the middle of the paragraph. It says, since you are in essence the same as the Father, you desire an experience in which you do not know. And I heard from Jesus, and you do not know. And that what I just roared at that, because it was just what was needed. And it was so liberating to not know a thing about it. And it was just a very liberating and very beautiful experience overall. We were in the holy instant. We were in the holy instant the whole time with Jesus, and he was helping us the whole time. It just flowed. And I am very grateful for it. I'm very grateful to have Michael as my partner.
Almost felt like we were cheating.
I couldn't quite hear what you said, Michael.
I said it was almost like we were cheating.
What'd you say, Michael?
It was so easy. It almost felt like we were cheating.
It's very easy. Yeah.
Well, thank you both. And Nancy, I have to tell you, I have heard 2 other partners that Michael has had say, we love having Michael for a partner.
I've heard that too.
Very gentlemanly is often the way he is described.
Yes. Yeah.
Me at my worst yet. Just wait, Nancy.
Yeah. Welcome, Greg. Can you show us your face? He and I were just messaging about how to access this.
Okay, welcome, Greg.
There he is. Yay. Welcome, Greg. Okay, you're muted right now, dear. I've asked to unmute.
Okay.
There you go. We can hear you.
Okay.
All right. Right now, we're just kind of sharing from direct experience what Jesus is teaching us with the Chapter 20 program. If you have any questions, just let us know about the program. We have a link for the application that you can fill out if you're interested in us pairing you with someone to join with daily. I'll have to get my mic up here. There we go. Could you hear me okay?
Not the very
Okay.
end. They're just the very end I missed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we just have any information you need, just let us know. We can share.
Okay. Thank you.
So yeah, I'm sure Mary, you're are you ready to share? Did you want to share now?
Sure.
Okay.
I was just asking within, which experience to share. And right now, Jesus has me looking at the desire for, oh, geez. Oh, no, I've lost the word. I get up and I journal in the middle of the night, and oh geez, I've lost the word, but it's like, I think that awakening and technology in some situations are impossible. And so right now I don't have a partner that I'm joining with on a daily basis, but I join with Kay. And so what happens when we start to look at a desire and start to relish it, first of all, it breaks up all the noise I have going on in my mind about the intractability or the impossibility of that particular desire. Sometimes it just seems like this is impossible. And I want to say it's impenetrability, but that's not it. Oh, this is embarrassing. I don't have my other notebook close by. What happens when I start looking at it, the desire, I realize as I go deeper and deeper with spirit, and I'm asking to be shown the scope and the depth of the wanting energy of this desire, I notice that it starts to permeate everything. It's like I'm looking through lenses through this desire that this is too much. This is awakening is too much. Technology is too much. And then I realize that there's like this thin film that's covering all my experiences as I perceive them, with this belief that everything is too much. And so what happens is Jesus was showing me through the looking there with my partner that I'm always waiting for the other shoe to drop, or I'm trying to defend my position, which is this is too much, so I don't have to do it. So it's almost always a surprise when I start looking within with Jesus at the wanting energy of a particular desire, and I'm really willing to be still and listen as to how I have such a profound belief and application and projection into the world of this desire. So I've actually been looking at this desire for a couple of days, and it's lightening up, but also what's showing up is the desire not to take a miracle, or a desire all the way to a miracle. And that's part of this whole belief that it's too much. I can't do this. So I was saying that there are surprises that show up when I'm looking at the wanting energy for this desire or any desire. It's surprising what shows up in terms of how Jesus starts to show me it's playing out. And if, as it says in A New Covenant and A Course in Miracles, everything that is out there is a reflection of what's going on in my play of consciousness, of what's going on in my mind about my beliefs, then if I think things are too much, if I think certain technology assignments I'm given here at the center are over the top, then that's what's going to show up, and that's what shows up. So, it's like this, sometimes this process of totally giving over any doing or figuring out to spirit and just allowing spirit to show me as a quiet mind and willing to see. The clinging to this belief starts to fall apart. And I also notice that I'm much calmer when something when something comes up where right now it's kind of technology, where something comes up where nothing goes the way I think it's supposed to. It doesn't go smoothly. And I'm noticing that I'm much calmer about it now that I've looked at this desire that it's too much, that things are much calmer now. And I don't immediately go into this desire for, everything's falling apart and I can't do this. There have been a number of experiences now where I've just stepped back and calmed myself down or said, Jesus, help me. And somehow, I have no idea how, somehow it all works out. So that's complete for right now.
Yeah, it's like what I'm hearing is just he's showing us the pleasure, how we find pleasure in these experiences. That every experience we have is desired, and so it's like a deep relishing, profoundly deep relishing, more and more the more we're joining, but also a profoundly deep releasing of this deep tension. I can see just the tension that just comes up. It just, and when I'm willing, when I'm joining, it's like that invitation just to rest and let it all be revealed, like everything. And so there's no compromising. So it's just really, really like, okay, I want this more than anything. But seeing that I want it more than God, actually, first, is that opening, like you're saying, it pervades everything. So you're seeing how much you want it. And then it's like, okay, then it's just staying with those questions, like you're saying, following it through all the way to the miracle each time. And there is nothing more important than this.
Yeah, it's a huge exercise in trust. I don't know how many times I've come up against a situation, an assignment Jesus has given, and I'm just like, there is no way, no way this is going to happen. And I don't even realize I'm thinking that. I'm like, okay, let's go for it. And then I'm so confronted by the breakdown that it goes into an old habit, like you were talking about with the tension, but with the looking directly at it and being willing to acknowledge and admit it, and it's starting, that energy around it is starting to dissipate, then there's that spaciousness for me to hear okay, just go in and do this or do this. Because I didn't trust that Jesus would tell me. Kay has told me many times, Jesus will show you exactly what button to press. I'm like, yeah, right. No, Jesus is not going to tell me exactly what, but I don't even think about it. And so what's happening in this particular situation, desire around breakdowns with technology, is that my trust in the miracle is growing, because there have been enough situations where I've been willing a few times to step back and just calm down and say, okay, show me what I need to see right now. And it works out.
Yeah, that contrast is very powerful. Willing just to look directly at it and see the denial. So thank you, Jesus. Thank you so much for sharing. And Greg, did you feel to share it all? Okay, I'm hearing we can just take a moment, see if there's anything else Jesus wants us to share.
I'm hearing to ask Ali if he has any questions.
Oh, I didn't see him. I didn't know. Welcome.
Ali, can you show us your face, your camera? Turn on your camera. Ali is in Uganda.
Welcome, Ali. I just am remembering now. I was going to be checking back in with him. So
I saw his face right at the beginning when he first came on, but
okay.
okay, we have two missing in action people here. Two MIAs.
I was really hearing to share about like my own experience with, especially today, because it's so fresh, the projection of my projection. And I know that's not what we want to share, but it gets in the way of joining at times. So for me, like there was this deep projection that I was being dictated to, or that there was no room for the intuitive nature of God in myself. And I realized that I was the one who was dictating. Like it was a projection of dictation. Like someone was dictating to me how to behave. But it was me who was being a dictator to how things should be. And so like I felt like somebody was being a dictator in my life. It wasn't me. It was somebody else. And then I felt resentment. And then I realized that the only thing that's really being done is that I'm projecting these values of a dictator onto a brother. And I'm the one who's valuing that illusion of power or lack thereof. And I just noticed that the complete, like Mary was sharing, the totality of these projections, they won't allow you within them to see outside of them. And so like when I realized how painful that was and how much I was loving the injustice, the injustice of it all, and how much I wanted to retaliate. Like I just sat in it and I just looked at it and I let it hurt. I just let it hurt and I just stayed with the hurt. And I guess I looked at the desire for it that way. But as soon as I was able to like admit that I'm the one who was valuing being dictated to, there was space enough to hear that there's love underneath this. I need to sit in it and wait till I see it. And to bring it back to the chapter 20, without a brother, it's nearly impossible to see that. And I could do a lot better in my practice if I just went right to a brother instead of sitting in it for 12 hours and marinating in the pain before deciding to join with the brother. So that's where I'm hearing, that's what I'm hearing to share. Whenever you feel the suffering of your thoughts, jump to a brother, join with somebody and see the truth of it then, instead of weighing it yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. I'm hearing something to share about that, because I definitely been ready to kill off somebody in the last 24 hours. And since there's only two of us at the center, you probably could kind of figure out who it is. But what I've noticed, what Jesus has been showing me, is that situations will come up with a brother that I feel are unjust or unnecessary, or are not accurate, or blah, blah, blah. I've got all this, and I don't even realize it's there, the story in my mind about the way it should be, and it shouldn't be this way. Okay. It shouldn't be the way it's showing up. But what Jesus has been showing me, it has nothing to do with what's showing up. It has everything to do, like Michael, you were just saying, the way I'm looking at it, the way I'm interpreting it. I'm interpreting it that you're trying to tell me I don't know how to unlock this door. I know how, blah, 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 whatever it is. And so it's helped me not to take things so personally, like everything's about me, and the way I think things should be. And it's like stepping back, just pausing for a little tiny bit, so that my own thoughts and my reactions aren't running away with me, and saying, okay, what's this coming up for? What do I need? Whatever question I need to ask myself in the moment to kind of stop the charging horses stampeding over my brother or over the situation. But this is coming up to teach me something, and not to argue. I don't need to argue. Oh yes. Yeah, so just taking everything that shows up in my space, that this is really, and I'm not there yet, but this is really coming from God's love for me. Because there's something that I have said from the call of my heart, I want to see what's true. Well, guess what? I'm going to see everything that's untrue. That's what comes up first. And man, I really want to defend it. I want to be right. And of course, being here at the center, it happens on a moment by moment basis. Sometimes it seems like, it certainly happens on a daily basis. And so, just pausing for a moment and say, okay, God loves me. I believe that's true. Then what is it I need to see right now that's for the healing of my mind? So thank you, Michael.
Okay, welcome to everyone that's joining us. If there are any questions before we end the session, we can just ask Jesus.
Put your mic up, Renee, please. Yeah.
Ask Jesus. See if there's anything you're hearing to share or ask about. And I've been looking at the desire to be right. That's what he's having me look at. And so it's just continuously asking him questions of if I'm maximizing my time in every assignment, And yes, I'm seeing how the objections come up. It's like, yes, and we're going for it. And then, no, it's like immediately the no comes up too. And so just letting him lift me out of that, like really just lift me out of that so that I don't have to be down in that. I can just join. I can join. It's like, yes, that's simple. Yes, it's that easy. Join. So, and use the miracle worksheet.
I didn't catch that, Renee. What'd you say?
Using the miracle worksheet helps me stay on track. It helps me because the steps it's very simple, it's very direct. And so and even like it says at the very beginning, start with the light and then ask if you're to join with me or a brother. Jesus is saying, okay, what's most helpful right now, to join directly with him or to join with a brother. And then really like along with the chapter 20 program, there's the light circles in the morning and the evening, and then joining throughout the day, talking to him throughout the day, and just being determined to see everything. We're determined because we're together. He brought us together in holy purpose. This is it. So amen, and thank you all for joining us. And if there's anything else, feel free to say it now, or we'll see you in 2 weeks because we have these bi-weekly joinings for English. Sometimes we have Spanish and English together, or the Spanish has theirs next Saturday. So anyhow, okay, Greg.
Thank you for being here, all of you.
Yeah, I wanted to join today. I didn't know that the format for this today, but I've been working really hard and been reading the course for a long time, and I really enjoyed Mary's share. I could identify with her and identify with everybody. Things recently got very, very difficult in my life when my girlfriend's place burnt down in her car, and we lost our kitty cat. And ever since then, I have not been able to function at all. And I tried to come back, and I just forced myself to come here, and knowing this is a safe place. And I had the police at my door yesterday, checking to see if someone thought I was going to kill myself. And I didn't say that, but I scared them enough, evidently, that they feel like they needed to do that. And that's happened several times. And I've been trying to hear Jesus's voice.
Great.
Yeah.
Great. We kind of, with this, we're seeing, we don't want to go into stories, but we do want to just take his hand and let him help us right now. And
okay, help me right now, Jesus.
Yes. Yeah, right now.
Because I don't know how to do this. I've tried to join this group. And in the beginning, I tried to join with Mighties and stuff online and stuff, and I couldn't get anybody to join with me. So I left. And I'm trying to come back again. And I tried to join with Eric and with people and stuff. And it felt like I was not welcome. And I know maybe that's part of me, but now, okay, you want me to join with Jesus. Jesus, help me right now. Help me to get out of this victim trip. But and
Have you joined using the miracle worksheet?
I no, I don't know how to do it.
Okay, that's very
I don't know who to ask.
important. That's it. Okay. We'll make sure that we get you set up to join.
And I think that's probably my fault too, because Mary asked me to got together with Mary once, and it was just a bad night, and it didn't go very well. But I just felt lost, and I want this group. I think everybody knows it, if they've heard me, that I do, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, and you hear him, and you've heard him, and you've shared with us, so we know that you can hear.
I don't know that.
Yeah, we do. Well, I've heard you say some very beautiful things straight from Jesus. So, and really, I just right now we can pause because I was hearing something. I just need to kind of just have a moment just to let that come through. Okay, what I kept hearing is like, yes, we're going to be looking at very deep things, and we're looking very directly at them. And so there's going to be resistance that comes up, and things that inform that seem to take away from, and like pull us away from joining. So we just want to stay joined with the mighties that are clear and are committed to this. And we all are, like we are 100% committed to this. And so you stay with us, stay with us, and really we'll get you all set up. Like desire, what he showed me with this is that there's a desire to kill the light out of awareness. So it's not actual physical, it's like it's a desire to push away love, or to say no to God, or deny the course lesson. So yes, it can, at the beginning it can seem kind of like, what, I don't understand any of this. But it's like Mary's saying, trust. It really is like that we're calling ourselves, like it's a call for love for ourselves, to join, and be in holy purpose together. So the desires in chapter 20 are given. They come from out of A Course in Miracles. So we just go line by line, and it's joining for about 40 minutes to an hour each day with our partner. And the devotional center is in prayer for anyone interested in the program to pair you up with someone. So you'll be given a joining partner through the program. And then I facilitate the program. We have joinings every 2 weeks like this. And then we also, we have the messenger group where you can jump a join anytime. And yeah, we just, for what's been really helpful for me is just taking it a day at a time. And just talking to Jesus, okay, what's most helpful for the healing of the mind right now? So thank you for joining us and sharing. It's a blessing to have every one of you here. We're all essential to this. So thank you.
Greg, I'm also hearing, since you see Nancy and Michael here, and Renee, that you might directly contact one of us, pray about it, and see if there's someone. Nancy's shaking her head, but directly message someone here and see if they're available to join, because we joined with you here. We hear you, we see you, and then if you directly message us, we can work out a time when it works for both people. Nancy, are you open to that? Okay, she says yes. So Greg, you could directly message Nancy and ask her if there's a time when you could join with her.
Yes, I am.
And when you say message, is that through Facebook?
Yeah. Do you do messages through Facebook?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you go to our messenger group, or Nancy's on the list of participants, you can either click on her name when you go to the people in our messenger group, or you can friend her on Facebook. And she can also do the same with you. She can friend you and message you and see when the two of you could join.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yay.
Thanks, Nancy.
There's Ali. Ali, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, go ahead, Renee.
I'm Ali from Uganda. Aged 18. So I was invited to the group by Rennie. Anyway, I'm glad to see you, because last time I missed the last Zoom meeting because of different time zones we are having. But I love the message you're sharing here. I'm grateful for everything you're doing for us. Because you see, I joined a course in miracles. Yeah. Because of I had my issues stabbing me everywhere. I live with some siblings of mine. So a friend of mine directed me to a course. So I picked some interest because it was guiding me upon the issues that I'm currently having, guiding me on what to do. So I joined that group of yours, Joining Light. And I have seen that it's so good, because you deeply talk about the issues that you're currently facing. I had you calling for me, but I was like in the town, so I couldn't join. I was in the town, but I couldn't join. But right now I'm back in the village, so there's nothing that's disturbing me. In the town there was a lot of noise going on, but I'm grateful for everything you're doing. I hope joining you every day.
Amen.
Okay.
Thank you. Welcome again. Yep.
Yeah.
Always welcome.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, Ali. What time is it there right now?
It's 7 p.m.
Okay.
at night.
At night. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Rena told me last time that told me about the meeting that you always host in the afternoons. It's always here in the morning, early in the morning, around 5 a.m. So I couldn't make it, but I'm glad she was able to share the link to this Zoom meeting. I attended everything, I had everything, but I couldn't join you early because you know what I told you about. There was a lot of noise going on. Yeah, but I'm glad. Thanks for everything.
Well, you can contact Renee, Ali, about a joining partner or someone that you might connect with, either in that part of the world or here in the United States. Michael? You could, so Ali, Michael's saying that you could connect with him. And you can ask Renee how to do that, or you can go into our messenger group on Facebook. Are you a member of our messenger group on Facebook?
Added.
Yeah,
I was
he's in
added
the group. He
by
just
some
joined.
member of yours.
Okay. Well, Renee, you might facilitate that, or Michael, you might contact Ali. He's in our messenger Facebook group. I'm pretty sure he is. Contact him directly and see if you two could work out a time to join. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Look forward to it.
Okay, you're low. Your mic is low or something, your sound.
I said I look forward to it.
Yeah. So Ali, you'll be hearing from Michael, and then the two of you can work out a time to join over the phone. Yay, thank you.
Right, because we have some issues of data, but I will try.
Okay.
Where there's a will, there's a way, Ali. We'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Okay.
Some
That
member, I
about-
had a friend.
What's that, Ali?
I told someone that I wanted to join with someone. I told him about this group. So he was like, he wanted to join, but I couldn't share because I thought maybe it is not allowed. Yeah.
Okay, Michael will contact you, and then we'll see if the two of you can work together. Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us, Ali. Okay, Renee, are we complete?
Yes, we are. Thank you all.
Bye.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, and thank you for being willing to reach out and our lesson today was giving and receiving are the same. So this is perfect. It is so true. So I'm looking forward to hearing more shares about the joinings. Thank you so much. Thank you, Renee. Thank you, Jesus, Holy
Thank
Spirit.
you for this opportunity. Yep.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Renee.
everyone.
Huge blessing. Thank you.
Thank you, Jesus.
Love you all. Bye-bye.